Hi, Management 7500 students. This is Steve Wagner, your professor this semester for organizational behavior in a global context. And what I'd like to do is give you a brief tour of the course shell so that you can become familiar with the layout of the class inside Blackboard. Now, when you enter into the course, you'll see that it's on the announcements page, and I will be making regular announcements. Usually they have to do with the schedule of the class and reminders of assignments that are due and whatnot. So you should review those announcements. I'll also send those out to your email, and those will go to your governor's state email. So that's a good way to keep track of the class also. As you see along the left-hand side, there is the main menu, and that's broken down into a number of different areas. It starts with general course information, then it has course activities, communications, and resources. So I'd like to take you through some of that just so you become familiar. As you begin your exploration of the course shell, you should work in the general course info area. So under instructor, I've got my contact information, my email, my office phone, my office location, my office hours. I also give you a link to my LinkedIn page, so feel free to link in to me. And I give you my cell phone number, and I am available to you 7 days a week. I do ask that you call after 9 a.m. or before 9 p.m. Again, so there's lots of different ways you can get in touch with me. We'll talk about some others. But since this is an online class, I really do rely on you asking questions. And so I want to have a lot of different ways you can contact me. Okay, so back to the main menu. We've talked about announcements. Below that on the main menu, there's syllabus and schedule. And it's very important to start out this class that you download the syllabus and the schedule. They set all the expectations for the assignments and when they are due and how I'm going to grade. And so those should be resources not only that you read thoroughly now, but that you refer back to throughout the class. So the syllabus, for instance, has grading rubrics for the assignments, and I use those to grade what you submit. And so you should, before you submit something, look at that rubric again and evaluate yourself and see, well, what kind of grade would I give myself on this? Also, the course schedule is set up kind of like a to-do list, with check boxes, and so you can go through and check off everything you have to do, and it's got listed everything, all the due dates throughout the semester, so you should look at that carefully. Now, the last thing in the general course area is the orientation, and of course, you're watching the video of the course shell. You should also look at the keys to success, the technology requirements, and if you scroll down in that orientation, there is tutorials for how to use the Blackboard features. So if you have not had an online class that uses Blackboard, you probably want to review these tutorials because the assignments are going to be submitted via Blackboard, and you're going to get feedback through the grade book in Blackboard, and there's all kinds of tutorials to help you understand how to do that. Okay, so if we go back to the main menu, you'll see there's this area called Course Activities. This is probably going to be the main area that you're going to focus on. And there's this area called, that's called Course Modules. And so this course is broken up into 10 modules. You're starting Module 1 now, if you're watching this at the beginning of the class, which I hope you are. And so this is a 2-week module, and I'll always indicate whether it's a 2-week module or a 1-week module here in the label. You'll also see that in the course syllabus. Now the module takes you through step by step what you have to do in the course schedule. And so when you click on that, it will take you through all the different things that you should be doing. And it always starts out with the learning objectives for that module. These are the things that you should be able to do when you complete the course. And you can go through point by point and do the different things. So this link takes you to the course orientation section. And this next link takes you to the syllabus and schedule. And you would just click on that link and it would take you to that section of the course. And we can go through and see different areas here. We've got PowerPoints. Now, just a note, looking at the PowerPoint does not substitute for reading the text. You really have to read the text, okay? You'll see that there are also some videos that will pop up, and you can watch those. And so I'm just going to click through some of those fairly quickly here. Because you're going to watch those later. And then it'll start taking you into different things. So for instance, I want you to introduce yourself to the class, and this will, if you click where this is, it will take you to the discussion board where you introduce yourself. And here then it'll take you into assignments. And so here is open book quiz number 1. Okay, and again, you can use this to go right into those assignments. Okay, so the course modules take you through step by step of everything you should be doing within that module. And so all of the videos and the PowerPoints and those things are all in that course modules, and they also link to all the assignments. Now, if we go back to the opening main page here, you can see under course activities, you can also get to your assignments through this assignments link. Okay, so you can get to quizzes, case study discussions, experiencing OB assignments, all those assignments you can get to through the modules, or you can go directly through the assignments. There's also a link to group work areas, and you're going to be doing some different work in small groups in this first module. As in all the other modules, you'll be doing a case study discussion group where you look at a case study and examine it in a small group, and do that on a discussion board. Also in Module 2, I'll introduce you a group project called the Best Practices Group Project that you'll be doing, and you'll also be able to access your group through that group work area. Okay. Next on the main menu, you'll see there's communication. So again, you can get to your grades. And so if you click on that, it will show you the grades that you have. When you get to that grade section, if you double click on the grade itself, it should take you to more detailed feedback, like your score on the grading rubric and written feedback that I've given you. The email allows you to email me or someone else in class. Now that email goes to the Governor State email system. It doesn't stay within Blackboard. And when I respond to you or someone else responds to you when you send an email from here, it will go back to your Governor State email. So you have to have access to your Governor State email. Sometimes I hear people say it's not my preferred email. That's okay as long as you set up a rule in your Governor State email to forward all your email through that, okay? But you need to be connected to your Governor State email. I also have a discussion board for course questions. If you go further down, you'll see under resources, I've got the tutorials for Blackboard, links to the library, to other areas like the Writing Center and the College of Business and so forth. So I'm not going to take you a lot further through this. I just wanted this to be a very basic kind of introduction for you. And I want you now to explore yourself and get used to the course shell. Hopefully you find that it's fairly structured and it makes sense. If there is something that is confusing to you or you're uncertain about, please reach out and contact me either through the course questions discussion board or through email or a phone call or whatever it is. So I look forward to this class with you this semester. I think you'll find that it's both interesting and challenging, and I think it's going to be a good semester. So I look forward to working with you. Take care. Bye now.